Hello everyone, this is Supersnoopy here, back with another SWTOR video. Today I have for you guys an overview video, and in today's video, we'll be looking at the Conquest Revamp that has been added with Game Update 5.8. This is just going to be looking over all the aspects of this new system and how exactly it works. So I hope you guys enjoy this SWTOR video. If you do, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and let's get right into this. Alrighty guys, let's get into this right now. So to start, you're going to want to go into your mission log. This is defaulted the L key, so you're just going to hit this right here. You'll have the missions, you'll have the conquest, and the guild invasions. So these two tabs are going to be the ones you're going to want to focus on. So we're just going to hit conquest for starters. So by default, it's going to be essentially like this. So let's just kind of like run this down just to every single thing. So this is the current conquest right now at the time of recording this, the Relics of the Gree. So this gives me the time amount that's actually left on the conquest to actually complete all these objectives and get rewards. This tells me the next conquest is actually going to be taking place, just as a little reminder right there. This is the amount that I actually need to hit of points in order to get my rewards, as you can see right here. And it even gives you a little tab, a little hint right here when you just hover over this. There's a stronghold bonus that actually, the way it works is the more percentage you complete of a stronghold and just buying strongholds and actually activating them and completing them, the more of a little bonus you actually obtain and get just for your points to actually complete the conquest objectives easier. And then we have this little tab right here. These are all the objectives that you have to complete. Just all the options that are available to you just during a certain conquest to actually complete to get the rewards. So as you can tell, we have some simple ones, just straightforward, complete Operation Terror from Beyond. We have some critical mission ones. We have some crafting, and we have some Warzone PvP. Essentially, all stuff that you want with the game. This is going to include objectives that really work for anyone. And as you can tell, we just get a little description. You also get rewards along with these, just completing these objectives. But the main goal is obviously to just go ahead and get to the personal ones. So you can also click this right here, which gives you a tab, essentially an achievement tracker. You can use this to, of course, keep track of the objectives you have for Conquest. So this is very good if you kind of want a separate mission tracker just to kind of focus on what you want to complete. There's different ways to sort. You can sort by name, points, repeatable, and percent complete. So these are always some very nice options. Just go ahead and just try to complete tasks in a much easier fashion. So that's just the main basic conquest right there, just for an individual. The second one is the guild invasions. So as you can tell right here, we have different planets. Essentially, during an invasion, it still is based on Relics of the Gree. We have these three different planets that currently are available to invade. You can see that with the small planet, we get a small yield of rewards. With this one, we get a medium yield for this planet right here, Iocath. And then for this one, we get a large yield, which is Hoth. So you can see essentially the leaderboards that are on and happening right here on every single planet. You can see the current conquerors of the planets, the home server, and all that different stuff right there. It gives you the yield values of every single thing. So you can see which planet, you can check which planet, you can see which guild is actually in the lead right now. So for example, if we just look at Iocath, the current leader right now is Raven's Legacy. That could possibly change because this is not the end just yet of this guild invasion session, but still is something right there. You can also see the guild you're currently in. As you can see, I'm in the Tragic Heroes Guild. We have the SS Tragedy, which is the flagship name, and we have the location Oricon. Now, obviously, Oricon isn't one of the invasion targets, so you aren't going to be focusing on these at all. And then, also, as you can see right here, it says invasion target required. Your flagship must be committed to invade a planet before your guild can participate in the Galactic Conquest. So once you actually put your guild flagship onto one of these set planets and you're trying to invade a planet and your goal is obviously to get on the leaderboard and all that different stuff, you can actually start working towards getting these yields to just focus on actually conquering a planet. So as you can tell right here, we have another tooltip similar to the conquest for an individual, except this time to actually qualify, your guild has to earn the required amount of points as defined by the planet, and also complete your personal conquests. So not only do you have to complete this, but your guild also has to work together. You just tag along, just kind of like work with each other to try and complete their conquests and amount of points, so they can get the yield of rewards. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to win the conquest. That is obviously the main goal just with the system, but you will be able to see kind of like where your guild is, and by completing objectives all together as a group, you're working towards that goal. And if you complete your personal conquest, you will be able to obtain the yield of items. So that's just the very basic way, just how this whole entire Galactic Conquest revamp actually works. Just very similar, but they decided to put it in a new way that I feel like is definitely much more simplistic and really allows the player to understand what they need to do in order to succeed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick SWTOR Republic video. If you did, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.